Hello everybody, this is Pangolin Advisor, also known as PANCZASU. I'm now joined by my esteemed co-hosts, so I'll just call their names one by one so you can familiarize yourselves with their individual voices. So going from left to right, there is GameSlayer999.
Hello!
That's the guy we most often stream with. And there's Syrup the Machine.
Hello.
The Cat of Nine Tails.
Hello.
Gamer Under Development, also known as GUD.
Hello.
And finally, yeah, I should have asked, Sinash63. Is that it? Did I?
Yeah, you can find it however you want.
Alright.
Okay, I don't actually see Sanaj in the voice chat.
Oh, we can't hear him in the voice chat either.
I can hear him, but I can't see him.
Like a ghost.
He's playing the humble choir.
Yeah. Of course he is.
He's not even listed.
Yeah, that's how pro he is. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in, and again, thank you for the bits. Very first time I was ever given bits, so that's a celebration worthy occasion. And finally, let us know if all the audio is correct, because I can adjust every individual's audio, so if there's somebody that's too loud or too quiet, or if the game sounds are too loud or too quiet, let me know. And do let me know if you can hear the game sounds, because you know, I did have an issue last time when I forgot to enable them. So, yeah.
Sign of a professional streamer.
Yes, very professional. I'm full of professionalism. Anyway.
No, I mean, seriously, that happens to the pros as well, so don't feel bad about it.
Yeah. Anywho, I'm going to invite you guys. Kuma, I think you should see the game in... There we go.
I'm sorry.
Excellent.
Can I get red?
Oh, what?
However, can I get red again, please? Jeez.
It's being stolen by the industrialists.
Yeah. Well, I am the better industrialist, obviously. He's the food guy. Whatever.
Alright, ready up, everybody.
Industry.
Yeah, I think he just went crazy because he didn't have his car.
If Sinesh goes UV, then it's me.
I'm gonna go.
No, but damn it, Sinesh, make up your mind.
Look, what's wrong?
You'd think after setting up the game, pressing start, and then having to restart, this would be quicker.
Yeah, you would.
It's October, and I gotta play a scary faction, and what's more scary?
Just press ready, jeez.
I-
Just press ready, please.
I just pressed start, either way. Forcing your hand. There we go. That always works.
But you don't. It doesn't actually force your hand, because you can force it to indefinitely stay at 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Don't let them know about it.
I remember that
Call
when
it
I was
off.
first at this.
I mean, Sire, we all know that you've broken the game in any way possible already.
Oh, I can't wait
Alright,
to
so
choose system now.
16 minutes 32. Okay, I'll have to remember that number is what I cut at.
Hey, my live stream
Write
is
it down.
up for 40 minutes because I had this whole clock thing. Which then I had to
Oh,
add
yeah,
2
did
minutes
that ever go
to.
into the minus numbers?
Ooh. So it's not crashed. That's a good sign.
Yeah, everybody's ready and joining game.
Game,
Did-
apparently.
Game launched and ready. Everyone in game, supposedly.
Yeah, likewise.
there we go.
Excellent.
I haven't asked.
Alright, now what are these
They're on
buttons on
here.
the left? Way of the thingy.
Right.
Okay.
Firstly, I'm going to... Okay.
So
Enable the
maybe we should
timer.
check that we're kind of not like all on the same side of the galaxy. Nice even spread.
What if she starts?
Ooh.
Last
Okay, I
player.
can see one system, but it's not attached. Of course, the only system I can see is a single one alone. Which is always fun.
Yeah. Again, to all the viewers out there, if there are any issues or problems or modifications you'd like me to make to the audio side of things, let me know. As I personally cannot actually listen to what's happening because, yeah, I'm running a very quirky setup. I do hope everything is enabled though, and that there's no overlay.
Good planet. I've got 2 terrible planets in my home system, but one's good.
Well, at least you got one good, because that's
yeah.
what
The
I
nice
mean.
thing about
And
the nice thing for
Awesome world.
Unfold is colonizing planets is done based on a turn timer. It gets pretty bad late on because it's on fast and it doesn't scale with time speed. But it's nice
So
and
it's
now.
always pretty fast. I mean, it's like 3 turns at most. Like 3 turns for the harshest lines. It's not that much.
I forgot how bad Vodyani are at exploring
because it's
things.
still 3 turns.
Alright. Also, by the way, another thing I should probably point out: if anybody is expecting expert play on the Vodyani as me, don't. It's been months. I used to love them and play them all the time, and then I kind of had a very, very long break. So yeah.
If anyone's expecting expert play from me,
No, we're not.
You don't know me.
Yeah. Is that what you tell to your citizens, Sinej?
Obviously. What else would I tell them?
Okay. Does anyone know the Microloss constellation?
Try to find.
It's at the south.
No, I'm Centaurus.
Pegasus.
Vela.
I can't even see my constellation name.
It happens sometimes. You have to wait for a few times at
Yeah,
most.
you need a few systems before.
Yeah, I can only see one, so it's the...
I only see one of my only one system in the constellation. I happen to be at the very end of it. Oh, someone did not do their coloring right. Or yeah, you do know colored icons have revert at the end, which will remove any coloring.
I wasn't trying to color myself anyway.
Yeah, but the game colors you.
Yeah, it colored me white because what is?
What doesn't color you white is the emote has because it colors itself. It then has a revert that removes all color after it, so it removes the game's color.
You guys are talking about very nerdy stuff that I don't
You can still see the beginning brackets, like...
I mean, I think mine will have the same thing. Yeah. So you see my actual Empire color that I'm still going to be blamed at being green.
Yep, well, there's going to be a lot of green players, which is, I'm sure it's not going to be confusing for anybody. It is perfect. Well, I, at the very least, managed to go through my first turn. We've got a good number of viewers, so hello everybody.
Really, we're not even through one turn and already this.
What is he doing?
Sorry, I can't put the poop emote into the chat with copy paste.
Hopefully chat doesn't show up well on Twitch.
Oh, it does! Nice! Nice! I can also put the poop emote in the Twitch chat.
Are you streaming the voice chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I did mention that.
Oh, I couldn't hear it.
People need to hear my beautiful voice.
Yeah.
I mean, by mention that, I mean I actually wrote about it in the VIP thingy.
I might have missed that, but yeah.
Anywho, how are you guys doing?
Wall banners, whatever.
Okay, I think there's 4 constellations,
Probably.
which means I'm probably sharing one with Sinej.
Oh yeah, I didn't
nice,
check the size of
He's
the
in
galaxy
Centaurus.
before setting things up.
It's huge.
Oops, it's a bit
everyone
big.
knows, water creature beats tree. Because water can live without trees, but trees can't live without water.
I have no idea what you're talking
Now we
about.
can just use your blood instead.
Oh good, I'm not the only one. Something about trees? Why do I care about that? I'm a Hisho.
I'm the trees.
Look,
Because we can blunt your blades. In the name of peace.
I'll make those trees into
Okay,
tables,
that's the very
so
first
no one will
desync.
be
That
able
was
to complain.
fast.
This is where I crash again.
Please don't. I mean, if you did, the good thing about it would be that I would remember to lower the size of the galaxy because it is too large. But hey, I never played with a galaxy that is too big, so it's going to be a new experience for me.
There's
I
no
never
such
get
thing
complaints
as
about being too
galaxy.
big.
But look at it this way, the bigger the galaxy, the more you have to conquer.
I guess, but the more time it takes for me to reach other people to conquer them, that's the downside.
Yeah, but they will also have more for you to kill.
Yeah. Also, it
More
feels
liberator targets.
like a relatively cold galaxy and empty. I feel very sad and alone right now. I need friends to hug.
Whereabouts are you in the
Oh
galaxy?
yeah, I'm in the Microloss constellation. by the
I
way.
knew it.
Nice. So I got some trees to make furniture for.
But you're
to
also
sell
the... So
for money.
we're in the industry ones, so we got the best one.
Nice.
We
We
just
should
got
ally
Eric.
against everyone
Oh god,
else.
I've got a super long This thing's been traveling along this single star line for 2 turns
Single
now.
star line, and it's like super long.
Yeah, this one's super far away from everything else. Oh god.
But for real, we're actually about pacifists, so we should just declare war on everyone else.
This happens very often with new constellations because I'm suspecting it generates many constellations and then just picks pairs and connects them, but they are incredibly far away.
Well, either way, I can imagine that being not too good for you. Meanwhile, right now, because I lack any friends I could suck the life force out of, I'm just hugging each other, I suppose my people are, and just taking the life force out of each other. I'm not sure how I'm generating it this way, but I guess it works.
The awkward thing. My behemoth is like an economic behemoth, so I don't want to move him yet, but he's also a scout.
I mean, the starting behemoth, I mean, it depends what your nearby systems are, but I often use it just... I often just use it to, you know, use the honor boost to multiple systems if it has the aura that can reach more than one system of yours. That's obviously not for the start game, because right now you only have one system, and you have one system for a while.
Who would, as the first Unfallen thing, choose to possess 3 new star systems? That's just so hard to do. It's like that or 2 anomalies. Well, of course, I picked 2 anomalies, even though... Oh yes, after 3 turns of travelling, we found another system. And it's colonizable planets. It's a gas giant. And 2 ices.
I got 2 gas giant, 1 toxic, and 1 steps.
Yeah. People also were asking us if this is free-for-all or team-based game. It is technically speaking free-for-all, but considering the last time we played, it's very likely that people will form teams to try to murder me. I mean, with the game, of course.
Become all at peace, obviously.
But I just realized that's the selling point of the bigger galaxy for you. Bigger galaxy means fewer attacks per behemoth slot, which means more obliterators.
I mean, more obliterators is nice, but it also means that I have more stars to blow up. And that means that my obliterators are less effective because it takes them more time to destroy the entire galaxy.
You just need 1 star system per enemy.
Well, that was really dumb of me. I chose my quest and then I noticed that I was fighting. There's a minor faction nearby for me to easily assimilate.
Yeah, it happens, don't worry about it.
Well, you're not like me who's only discovered a single star system.
I will be honest with you though, I rarely choose the assimilation quest for the hero show. If there is a faction right next to me, I do, but other than that... Yeah.
I'm pretty damn smart actually, like I've got 2 big systems already. None of them have trees in there.
I have a lot of areas. Just a lot of areas all over the place.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mute myself when I click. Sorry. I turned into May from Overwatch.
Too much.
I want to lower the 10 timer for now.
No, it's fine.
Everyone else is fine with it. We just haven't got much to do.
Yeah, it's just the last player who's being forced to actually end their turn.
Yeah, it's just me.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's used to this. It's always him. Alright, hey, a minor faction to very peacefully hug and make us give their life force. Make us give, wow, Englishman. Wow, okay. I'm just gonna go.
The Vodyani embrace minorities by sucking out their soul.
Now the question, oh no.
Hi there, Mansmaker.
I was thinking about going to another system because it actually has colonizable planets, but then I realised it's too far away. I can't colonize it. I've got to stick with this rubbish system for the next 10 turns and hope no pirates because it's 3 turns away for any reinforcements to get there, of course, as well. But it's right by another system, which no doubt the pirates will spawn in, even if I have a ship there.
Well, clearly that means you need to send pre-reinforcements. They need to be there before the pirates.
I have to go there. The tree.
I have so many like nebula clouds and stuff. It's annoying.
I've got very cold planets. It's annoying.
Like those as the Unfallen. They're very nice. Like,
wait
I wouldn't
a second.
having uncolonizable planets if it was a special node.
Huh. I have to say, I'm not entirely digging my Galaxy generation and struggling to figure out what to do to make it a bit better. Or a lot better.
Well, someone's not sharing I think there's 4, as there's 4 constellations, someone's not sharing one. Or perhaps there's 3 in one, and then there's just an empty one.
I might be the one who's not sharing mine, because I did ask, share my constellation name, and nobody responded.
Which was yours?
Something starting with a V. I don't remember anymore. I'm choosing my tech.
Are you clockwise?
That's a secret.
I think he said
it's a secret I can find out.
I mean, yeah, I know you can.
I mean, anyone can. It's not a dev tools thing. It's literally in the save files. The fog of wars.
I was thinking about something much easier to do, just checking out my live stream.
Yeah. I mean, I can find out the details of anyone like this.
Hacker man.
Okay, I didn't even choose my Galaxy because I was the last player and I couldn't make up my mind.
To answer Good's question, somebody said they were in Centaurus, I just don't remember who it was.
It was me in Centaurus.
Well then, apparently you're with the Sockons.
Oh good!
Oh hey, another
in the science.
Another
Keep
system
giving me tribute and I will not kill you. I mean, no wait. Think of me as weak, please. Oh god, this is not... Oh, this is bad.
I know!
I should be going with military so funds.
I haven't found any minorities to assimilate yet.
The way you said that.
You're the mayor, aren't you?
Yeah, so
You're talking like Horatio.
I mean, right. I didn't find any customers to buy out yet. I didn't find any new markets.
That sounds very hilarious.
Yeah. Everyone knows I'm the best business being.
Far away.
Everyone makes trade with me. Even the Vodyani, they tell me you have the biggest space brain. You make the best deals.
I'm pretty sure he's trying to do some Donald Trump stuff, but I can't tell.
Yeah, I'm just bad at doing the space version of Donald Trump.
Space version.
Space version.
Donald Space Trump.
Make space empty again.
I'm working on that. I mean, what?
Well, I mean, if you already look at the middle, it's already pretty empty.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where he is.
So far.
See, the center of this galaxy is where Pan had his last game.
Oh yeah, I'll have to see if there's actually any things there or not.
That reminds me of one time I had a Stellaris game and I was just testing some stuff, so I was using the dev console and disabled the fog of war, and there was the Sol system right in the center of the supermassive black hole area.
I mean, that sounds like the best place to be in.
And it was a hyperspace only system, so there was this long thin line going out to the rest of the galaxy. I mean, the Holy Emperor of Terra would have been proud of that location.
I mean, so far I've got a pretty long line. There's one long line to one system, and then there's a single line to that. I've not found any systems that aren't connected on this just one line so far. I'm not sure if anyone's got any other similar things. But...
Sure do.
I hope this Constellation is big enough for both of us.
I just realized I forgot to do the most basic important thing as the Vodyani, but no worries, I'm totally not rusty and totally didn't forget how to play them properly.
No, whoops.
Of course not.
I only think of one thing when I hear somebody say, I hope this constellation is big enough for both of us. Somebody's
yeah.
die.
I mean, we're peaceful. We're both peaceful.
Yeah, we're both
want to actually keep pacifist.
So we're gonna cooperate in order to dominate all other constellations.
Copyright?
Well,
why are you setting up a copyright?
I like this, the military quadrant quest, because it either goes one of two ways. It's like finished in a few turns, or it doesn't get finished for many turns. Like, it's zero progress, because no one's researching military technologies for a bit. It really depends who's playing.
It does
Apparently
indeed.
I just met you, Sophons. Hi. I have no idea where, but yeah.
You can click on the show location thing.
Wait, there's a show location. Oh, so there is.
Yes, there is.
Oh, hi. I get. Oh, our scouts past each other.
So have you found the Trium system with 2 E's?
No, my ship's going on towards a system. It's kind of in the bright cloud at the bow of it on the right. So up and to the right, there's kind of this where the cloud dips in and it's bright. That's where my scout is right now. It's not a system, it's just on lane for somewhere. Who knows how long it will be?
Oh, I might be going to the system. I'm already colonizing.
Alright, now you're probably wishing you were playing Walters.
Well then. I'm glad everybody has so many issues with other people. Meanwhile, I'm struggling to find any place that could even be worthy of colonization or any people to consume.
I have to spend 10 turns colonizing a system which I can't colonize.
I mean, at the very least, you have a system that you maybe could colonize one day and want to.
I mean, that's if pirates don't spawn in the next few turns, which they will, because that's how pirate spawning works. That's
they only spawn in the systems you want.
I mean, it's designed like 2 systems away from your capital, all your systems. So this is the literally only spot it can spawn.
Oh, I see.
And right next to my bind ship. It's undefended because unfortunately don't have the greatest industry.
Wow. I literally have 3 systems, 2 gas giants, and admirals in a row, and it's like
it's a black hole, so that's definitely not the system you're colonizing, is it, Sonash? I was against it greatly.
Yeah.
I found Bill, which is so useful for fucking recruits.
Where are you in comparison to the micro loss sign?
I'm under it. That's my capital is straight under it, but quite a bit down.
So my ship is kind of to the right of it, but my actual capital's a bit to the right and north of it. It's such a weird site location for it.
I see nothing there because I've got all my scout ships with my hero to farm XP.
I muted myself from the rest of the players, but I'm quite certain I actually am literally alone in the galaxy, or at my constellation.
Had pirates spawned yet? I can't remember if it's turn 5 or turn 10.
Not sure if I like it though.
11. Well, because it might actually be that this is a special node, the only place that can spawn. Because of the whole super linear thing.
There it's...
Probably isn't though.
Special nodes are pretty cool.
Or you're just gonna end up like stuck on that line with pirates in the way.
Yep. That's what happens with Unfallen, especially on these maps where it's all linear. All I have to hope for is that they don't spawn a fleet and fly it towards my vine ship before I finish colonizing, well, vining this one system. Because this is the terrible system first.
I've found like 10 systems and I can't colonize a planet in any of them.
You know, I like the idea
where I started next to the Vodyani and just took out their only vine fleet, so they were pretty much crippled.
I like the imagery of a bunch of trees with phones that they put up to their faces and like, we're vining.
Oh wow. I feel like I should just remove you from the call and kick you from the game now.
So come on, this is the first joke of the night. Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna clear this
against the trees.
Sinesh has been making terrible jokes like that in chat all the time.
Yeah, have you seen the one I posted?
But I mean, I guess Sarah will have to use some sort of grape-based luxury on his systems, so he can hear it through the grapevine.
Oh. Oh my.
Wow. Just wow.
Although, speaking of luxuries, I do have Jardonics, so that's pretty nice.
Speaking of terrible starts, I found a total of 13 planets and one of them was colonizable.
Don't worry, I found more and one of them was colonizable as well, so I can relate.
I found more. One of them was colonizable, and it was the one in my starting system.
I can't see that many systems because they're just so far apart that each system is at least one turn, more than one turn apart. And the first lane to my home system is 3 turns apart. I'm not sure how long this next one is. It could be 4 turns.
I mean, I've definitely had worse starts, but this isn't great.
Likewise, this galaxy is just here to punish us for existing.
Yeah.
Also, somebody mentioned in the chat that I don't have too many branching paths. I was about to disagree with that, but then I realized, oh, never mind. I'm gonna disagree with that.
I have a single branching path on the black hole.
I actually have a few. But
And it might even go to just one system, I don't even know.
But honestly, my Constellation is really weird. I'm pretty sure it spans basically the entire galaxy.
Yeah, mine seems to be going from top to bottom.
Mine in St. Ashes, because this title thing's in the center, I assume it covers the whole bottom of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Or maybe the title's just put in a random place.
Hi, Game Slayer.
I'm exploring a little bit too much galaxy, actually. I'm making people convert into scientists.
I don't understand what's going on right now, because I've reached the end of my constellation thing, but I'm on the same constellation as St. Ashes, and I haven't got to that bit. The only bit that I've only explored, there's only one path I haven't explored, and that goes up, and I'm already up. The sign for the constellation is...
Maybe it makes a U-turn.
It would be very weird, because there's this one constellation that will be in the middle of this U-turn and not connected to anything.
I have to spend Kai to complete outposts, alright.
We did explain that to you in the previous stream.
Wow.
Yeah, but that was when I wasn't the person who was playing the key show.
If you wait long enough, it'll reach like the minimum value of key you can spend on.
Which is 10, by the way. So if you still have like 5 turns to go and it's 11.
I figured it's not worth spending 71 at the moment.
No, you should do that. I'm sure nothing bad is gonna happen if you just spend 71 key on that.
Does this mean I don't care about food?
You do care about food. You want to grow your population. You don't care about approval.
You don't care about food for colonizing.
They do care about food because it's what makes the progress bar go further. That's really reduced.
Yeah, the food bonuses that your outpost gets are half of the other factions. So if you have a ship moving food to your outpost, it's only gonna actually take half of the food that it's given. So yeah. I mean, as opposed to other planets.
No, I don't think it affects the ships. I think it affects only the food output of the outpost itself, does it? What does it say? Does it say growth or food on outpost?
Growth.
Yeah, then it might affect the ships, yes.
Yeah, as I thought. I didn't notice that the ships had very little effect themselves as well. So yeah, but it is not worthless to have a lot of food coming into your outpost, since again this can save you some key and allow you to make a new outpost faster. But that's only for early game. Later on you're just gonna create outposts, ignore them for 25,000 turns and then think to yourself, hey, I have 100 key all the time, I might as well create a bunch of colonies.
No, you just use them in key batteries.
Oh, Syra.
What?
Now I'm the one waiting because I have to build my military fleets. Well, I have to have had them finished by this turn to get them ready for the pirates.
Who are you playing again?
Luckily, I do have dust. And
meanwhile, I'm just like, hey, let's queue up 3 colony ships.
I don't even have colony ships. I'm just so great.
What are colony ships? I never heard of those.
Yeah, people who are bad at economy. People who are Xenos who are bad at basic economics use them, but I'm good at economy, so I don't use them. Everyone knows that. Well, unless they're bad at economy, which I'm not.
Okay.
Ooh, meteor. Oh, this is actually a good thing to get this time.
Pirates actually spawned into one system. I kind of didn't want them to spawn in that, but I would rather spawn them in this one than this one.
I don't know where the pirates are.
Oh, pirates!
The pirates have spawned in that single system that I knew they were going to spawn in, right next to my line, with a fleet a turn next turn.
Oh my god!
And the flying ship's got 3 turns to go.
I just got the adjacent nodes revealed effect, and the one system it revealed is on a lane that's it's stupid long. So I see what Sarah's on. The lane is almost as long as the black part in the middle of the galaxy.
This one isn't that long. It's still 3 turns to the reverse.
Yeah, I have lays this log as well, and I still haven't explored them all.
4 turns for military ships.
By the way, the guys, this hasn't been said enough. The Vodyani alternative skin is just absolutely glorious. Seriously.
I mean, everyone knows that.
Yeah, but I'm just making sure everybody's aware of that. It's so pretty. Oh, then. Allow me to... Did I end my turn? No, I didn't, but I have time. Excellent.
I hate how the tooltips keep breaking.
What do you mean keep breaking?
Well, I mean, I hover over, it gives me the detail, but it doesn't actually tell me what the thing does.
That's like, I think that's a bug related to the Hisho thing, because they have something, there was something added in so they don't see approvable, and instead see Honor while no one else does, which probably broke tooltips in some way.
Right.
I've never actually experienced it myself.
I mean, I've had it happen a lot. Basically, what happens is I'll have to go and look at another tooltip and then come back to this tooltip to see it properly.
Maybe the tooltip just doesn't like you.
It will not surprise me.
The tooltip is dishonorable.
Russian science.
Oh, I forgot. They still haven't added arc design, multiple arc designs to the game. I thought they did for some reason.
No, it's only in G2G mode now.
Well, I suggested G2G mod.
No. Please.
Well, maybe one day we're gonna get alternative arc designs. Like there's this other thing as well, which I was thinking about, and that's alternative. Like, okay, you don't need alternative obliterator designs, sure, but alternative juggernaut designs, I'd like to see those.
Well, like, I can't see myself having a need for multiple behemoth designs, but like very situationally. So
somehow I've got militarists, not as my main theme, but they're super useful for that 15% fleet cost on fine ships.
Meanwhile, I have.
And also military.
Meanwhile, I have enough space for 2 political factions, but well, people only voted for religious, so I just have 1. Oh well, who needs war?
I decided to get rid of my militarists early.
You got rid of... I mean, at the start I also don't vote for militarists as the Hisho. I would rather have industrialists or maybe other factions as well, but...
Yeah, I chose industrialists. Maybe ecologists could have worked, but...
nah, I don't think so.
Not as the democracy, I have all of them. Oh, someone's found... Who's that? It's Nash.
Well done, Snatch. I mean, I haven't looked at any yet.
Yeah, yes.
I found Game Slayer! Hi there!
Oh, crud.
Oh, my scout ship went into Sanaj's pirate base.
Also, I found Kuma.
You found my pirate base?
Yeah, it's
and when I say I found Kuma, I don't mean actual player Kuma, I mean a star system called Kuma. So, yeah, a bit confusing.
You should obliterate it.
Oh,
I would rather not, it's actually an amazing system.
You should obliterate it anyway.
Anyway.
Oh, that's good.
Somehow, my retreat from the battle put me on the unknown star lane, so I actually get to keep on exploring, which is nice for once. So I'm probably going to go straight into Usanaj. I'm coming from the north.
I mean, you'd find the system if you go the proper way.
My ship's going straight towards the sign.
Yeah, yeah, there's a system, but I haven't gone farther than the actual system, so I don't know what.
But is your capital next to that system?
It's a pretty long lane.
Okay, well that's what your pirate base is to the top left star lane of that system. So that means, and that's on one long line. So I've got capital, terrible system, pirate base. Special node, terrible system, pirate base. And that's my long line.
This is why sound really like mine. Like, it literally sounds like mine.
But have you got 2 pirate bases? Because I've got some Sanaj's as well.
No,
and Sanaj is going to come along to this pirate base because it's a long lane. So I'm going to have to do both of it.
I only got focus lanes, like, it's only like the straight line and it's like super long.
Well, I guess for these lanes we will have to go to ludicrous speed.
AKA do the science spooky law.
Yeah.
Oh hey, I finally found some pirates.
I should probably introduce myself to...
pirates.
We can be trusted to act as you...
Yeah?
it's
Pirate
really
Space,
together,
Pirate finds.
these pirates find.
When did they find GOD? That's the thing I don't know, but I'm gonna
Oh, I
trust you.
genocided my Nashas by accident.
I genocided by accident. Well done.
You know,
Typical, well, it's normally a UE line, but that's a Lumeris.
it happens. Like, sometimes you deport too many people to the colonies. So there aren't any people left. Also, they don't actually get to the colonies.
This does not painting a better picture, Sanaj.
Why did
I don't know where they are. How am I supposed to know? Do I look like I'm the caretaker? No, I'm not. I'm in space. There are no caretakers in space.
You're the mafia, the enforcers. Okay, I don't know where this pirate fleet's gone, or maybe it's just the fact that the lanes are so long that it's saving me and the fleet's actually coming to attack my line ship.
Yeah.
If it survives this turn, I'll actually have one system bind, even if it's not colonizable in any way.
It's like way too slow to do anything, basically.
But I can't pay off the pirates because I actually want the system they're on.
Oh yeah, I forgot, I'm not the Hishu anymore, so I can actually talk with the pirates. Oops.
Yeah.
I was just so used to playing, you know, as the Hishu, just ignoring pirates aside from as a source of key, and now I'm like, oh hey, I can actually buy a part back on the game Slayer. So yeah, I mean, what?
Yeah, my soul might just to be friendly with pirates, which still
Constellation really starts to open up around the Zocons.
My Constellation is pretty much endless. Just like the game!
Please refrain.
Do you want to go to Endless Jail?
Shut up.
And what I was talking about, the military quest, we're currently at 2 out of 16 right now. So 2 people, or 1 person has researched 2 technologies in all those turns.
Well, it's not me. That's for sure.
Well, the Sophons can see who, what
No, they can see how many people research, but they can see who.
Yeah, well, that's what I was meaning. They can tell if it's 1 person or 2 people.
Not
I
necessarily.
realized you put the factions on easy. You might want to do that because they like automatically praise themselves and give you a lot of bonus. Like you don't need to praise them to get the rating points.
I thought that was just on a basis of some guys are happier to see you than others.
Yeah, the factions are they are on the highest. Actually, I believe they are on hard. But if they are, you know, of appropriate type, they have the appropriate trait. They just like you, and they just like you without you doing anything for them. That depends on the minor faction.
We are Riftborn.
You can also get influenced by just scanning anomalies in their systems too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
now that I refined this system, the travel time is now only 2 turns on this lane.
Also, how fitting that I found Kuma right after finding Kuma.
Wow, what a surprise!
Coincidence?
I think not.
Well, my people are starving right now, but I just fail to see how that's my problem.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And now I face the issue of what do I do because the pirate base is a thing blocking any vining, but I don't want to send my vine ships towards it.
Ooh, better luxury prices. What do I say?
Oh, that's a juicy system you're orbiting right now. I wish the system on my side were as good.
157.
Oh, by the way, dear chat, and balance maker, because I'm mostly directing this at you. If you have any questions you'd like to ask us about the game, feel free to. We will be glad to answer any questions you may have.
If you have any
Do you see me,
questions,
Sanaj?
just ask them to me.
Hello, Sanaj.
Oh wait, we have met?
Well, I'm in the IC04 system.
Oh yeah, I got
Nebula.
introduce yourself. What's an introduce? Is
Well, I mean,
it
I
like
just told you I exist because you couldn't see me, but I could see you.
Yeah, introducing lets the other player interact with you diplomatically, essentially.
yeah,
I could have chosen not to reveal myself if I wanted.
Alright, now how do we diplomacy?
I mean, I'm a voter. I'm a very people person, so I want everybody to know that I'm here. I want everybody to hug me.
Can you declare peace on me?
Next turn I can, because it's in the middle of the turn.
But it's important how
People look at the resources there are around.
Why
one
would-
thing about how we diplomacy. Nobody clicks the counter offer button. Because that breaks diplomacy.
Yeah, I don't know why they never fixed that, but...
It's just probably such an obscure bug.
Such an
I
obscure
think-
bug because no one plays this in multiplayer.
No, I think it doesn't happen all the time, so it's not 100% reproducible.
Also, generally, people talk through deals before they make them. So, declare peace. We will stand in your gardens.
Nice. Wait, what? Do I like gardens? Am I against gardens for gardens?
That's like something that I've said every time I played Unfallen. How many, like probably over a year ago now.
Cannot make up my mind if I want to leech a minor faction or if I want them to be my friends, because they are giving me stuff, but they aren't giving me their friendliness, love.
I've not actually seen a single minor faction yet.
I've seen one.
I've seen 2 pirates. Those don't count though. Or I hope they don't.
I mean,
I'm
pirates
bad.
are a minority too. They just shoot you.
So you found one, did you?
I
Whereabouts are
found
they?
2. Those science bugs and those terraforming machine thingies.
So is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, or the major faction from Elder Space 1, which was completely outshined by automatons, pretty much.
Yeah, lame automatons basically.
And I used to like Source design so much, and then there were... I mean, I shouldn't say obsolete. They had a different gameplay mechanic, it's just that they were worse.
So mean to those poor souls.
Oh hey, I finally found a minor faction as well. It's just halfway across the galaxy.
Honestly,
I was expecting you to call someone's empire a minor faction or something. Oh yes, I found the Sanaj minor empire.
No, I mean an actual minor faction. It's about an 1/8 of the way around the circle. I finally found the first pirates, and in the other direction, the first minor faction.
I need to make one.
You know, the souls might have actually been balanced if they didn't have a FIDSI penalty for when they colonized. It was just automatically always have all colony research.
Well, that's kind of been ingrained in the ecologist default law now, isn't it?
Well, the ecologist default law still has the FIDSI problem. But yeah.
I mean, it's pretty useful, especially for like if I was a ecologist, that would be pretty great.
Oh,
it's a useless system. I could actually colonize.
Oh well. I was going to be quite praising. I was going to be praising these guys, but now the quest is to invade a system.
Hey guys, we want to peacefully negotiate. Yeah, go kill those dudes over there.
Okay, the pirates have attacked my
Only negotiate with our guns.
Wow, somehow, like, it was an almost balanced fight with the pirates. And I'm losing 2. They lost 2 ships. I lost 1 almost. It's literally 36 health out of 2,660 health. So it's so close to death. And now I've got 5 turns to destroy it before, and I'm only invading at 6 manpower a turn. So this is going very well.
I actually never tried it. Can voters leech pirates? So that would be fun. I doubt they can, because the pirates don't actually produce any food, but I'm gonna try it, out of curiosity.
I don't think you can, but I'm not sure at all.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, I thought as much. Wait, you said you can or can't?
They can't. They don't live on any planet, is the thing.
Yeah, they don't produce
They
food.
live on a space station, but couldn't you leech that somehow? With evilum or whatever they use to power everything?
Evilum.
Evilum.
Yeah,
Evilum is the best resource.
It It's what Vodyani used. It seems to work for them.
Yeah, and I just found the planet Veil, which sounds kind of like evil.
See?
I mean, that's kind of a spooky coincidence.
Exactly. And it's October, so it's like evil spooky time.
Of course, the spookiest time of all.
Rename the planet to evil.
Evil.
Okay, I found another minor faction to hack, so I can leave the other minor faction hackless and just praise them for not being hack worthy. I'm really feeling the 10 times this time around. It's usually GameSlayer who's last, and now I've been last twice.
Yeah, I know. I've only been last twice so far.
Madness.
I only go last by accident when I forgot to press next turn.
Yeah, I've only been last once. And that was to sort out military to deal with these pirates. Because you have to do it preemptively.
Ooh,
Like that was almost half the game ago, and I'm only starting to attack them now.
For a moment, I'm gonna...
Wow, looky you. Yeah. Look at you, so fun seeing Cephalorus already. That's really good.
Yeah, so fun. Oh, finally, Astro Finance.
Finally, some decent... what is it called again? Oh yeah, Essence. Essence gain.
Let's see, is anyone doing Endless World? Oh, 2 people are doing Endless World.
How do you know?
Well, if you go to the technology screen, you see your rank. I haven't started it, so I'm rank 3. So that means 2 people are ahead of me. Or there's more, but some of them are tied.
Oh yeah, like
out of 100.
If you're third, like there's only 2.
Yeah, because everyone is third if they haven't started.
Yeah.
So there might be 2 people which are at like 50 out of 100.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't have the deal like it because I haven't researched anything Empire and the
I just don't have
I can still build it. Yeah,
I'm
like,
sorry.
I
How
should
do you
be able
see
to, but I can't. Say again? Say what?
How do you see it? Sorry.
It's a D.
Well, when you hover over
rank.
D, yeah, every D has a rank. And like, if you're third, that means 2 people. If you haven't done it and you're third, that means 2 people have started doing the D before you.
This also means you can tell if you're first, you're in the lead, but you need to keep checking because people have faster industries. I mean, I could build it in like 5 turns if I had the resources.
Yeah, I wonder where Hyperion is. I mean, I do see some Hyperion, never mind.
Where do you guys see deeds?
It's in the technology
tree. It's in between everything. It's like...
Oh, right.
This is Era 2 Empire development. So I take it you're one of the people doing it?
No.
Do you see this?
Although it would be nice to have the titanium to allow me to do that.
Yeah,
if you give me Hyperium, I can give you titanium.
I have a lot of Hyperium, it's true.
Okay, I'm offering you 1 titanium per 3 Hyperium. How about that?
Everyone seems to have the Hyperium.
No. I think you seem to forget, Pan, that Hyperium is a lot more valuable in the early game.
You're right, but this titanium is Pan quality Hyperium, so I think I charge too little for it. How about 4 Hyperium for every 1 piece of my titanium?
No.
I can't help but think that you're having a laugh.
What makes you say that?
You know, in Lumaris,
do know where you live.
that's a text
I will kill
thing.
you.
You don't know where I live. I'm actually right in the middle of the galaxy in this black void. There are no ways to get to me. I just used console to teleport myself somewhere else. Totally true.
And that's a lot of systems. So now she's actually going to win the game by just completing all the details.
I don't know how I'm even doing so well. Like, am I hacking the game?
Yes.
Oh, that
Didn't you
explains
know?
that.
Hey, you didn't notice you were? We kind of didn't mention it,
That's
but...
really 5 life form curiosities in a row. Oh, they're all life form curiosities, okay.
I'm actually gonna win the game by expanding way too much, but also expanding way too much is unhealthy. Isn't that how all the empires fall, like in history or something?
What do you mean exactly? I know plenty of
Like,
empires that still exist today, like Egypt.
Yeah, see?
Well, they're not much of an empire anymore. That's what
And
it is.
yes, they're not, but they still exist.
Yeah, but it's not like...
Yeah, but I mean, you should admit that they're called Egypt now, but there was a time when they weren't, so technically they did fall.
You could
Oh.
make that argument, I suppose.
I mean, you gotta consider that they can't just completely disappear because we're not in space where you can blow up planets. Like, there's always gonna be people, even in Carthage, despite the empire falling.
Oh man, I just realized. So I was planning to have fleet boosters, and then I realized I don't have any Hyperium, so that's not gonna go well.
Ooh, 1 Hyperion for 3 titanium. Oh, I'm just going to become friendly with these guys as I declare war. It's going to be great.
You're a very mean person.
He gets that a lot, I guess.
Man, I love those bugs. Those gas giant bugs.
God, my colonies are taking decades to finish.
Hey, at least you have some.
My,
Ooh, the military techs are going up a bit more now, only 7 out of 16.
I wonder why. I mean, I have no idea why.
I kind of got that as my random technology unlock.
Ooh, 7 times.
No, it's for the entire everyone. It's not first person to discover 16 texts.
Yeah, but I still want to imagine that you're the only one getting them randomly from a lot of quests. It's like, military again?
or curiosities.
Yeah.
Like, I really need to find some titanium. Click random military tech. Click random military tech. No. Would explain the lack of resources.
Ooh, I've discovered another piece of exile.
Oh, I've gotten rid of the pirates, but there's still a fleet there somehow that magically appeared.
Which ones? The ones? My pirates or your pirates?
My pirates. I
You
have to
should get rid
defeat
of
your
all
pirates as well.
Yeah, you should just do that, I think, to be honest.
Okay, somebody either sent me a proposal or just met me. I kinda right-clicked the notification by accident. I hope it wasn't important.
Well, I mean, it should show up on the right, surely.
Yeah, I did, and I right-clicked
First
it.
notification. Oh, it's a decisive victory. That 36 out of whatever health ships still being at 36 health. So they didn't shoot at it once. I'm very thankful for these pirates. They're very kind.
They're very considerate of your needs.
But this does mean Sinaj's pirates are now at level 2, which means that I'm not going to be able to take them on.
Oh no.
Sinaj, why you got the pirates here? I mean, it's probably actually a business venture, isn't it? Because it's Lumeris.
I know nothing of any pirate. There's no business ventures anywhere. I'm not doing business. My economy is planned. I don't have any businesses. I don't have any businesses raiding your shipping lane.
Sarah, I can tell you exactly why Sinesh has his pirates there in your system. They got off at the wrong station with something like Chateau in the name.
There's an unconnected line. There's like a system that splits off right before Sinaj's capital, but otherwise it's pretty much just a single line between mine and his capitals. Which is
Ooh, I think I can. I've spotted a single system in Pan's constellation.
No, you haven't.
what constellation is it?
Vila.
I became the sovereign of these guys and then declared war. It's fantastic.
What? Oh great, I got a quest to explore curiosities right after I explored a bunch of curiosities.
Yeah, well, everyone gets that quest, doesn't they? Could have planned it better.
That's why it happens, obviously. It's like, haha, you got a benefit? Well, let's take it away.
You shouldn't have been so greedy.
That wasn't. I just found one random curiosity that was randomly made, which wasn't there before when I visited the system. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna explore it. And right afterwards I get like, hey, explore curiosity.
Ooh, Mentian sub-assemblies.
See what?
I found some Mentian sub-assemblies. I don't know what they are.
Oh wow, you good has already assimilated those guys now.
I've yet to find any miners.
I just assimilated some.
I'm
one.
trying to hack some as quickly as possible.
Alright,
Now,
hopefully I win this battle.
in case anybody who's watching this is asking, the reason why I both choose to assist a minor faction and praise them is because I really like the relation rewards. At the same time, the quests are quests, I want to have them, and it's not that expensive to get more quests from minor factions. It's pretty cheap. But hey, if I do the quest too, give me more stuff, yay!
Yeah, decisive victory. That was two key only? Okay.
Yeah, because you get more key, the more even a fight is, or the more it is...
Pretty even.
the more it is in your enemy's favor. So for instance, if you lose a fight, but you kill a bunch of ships and the enemy had the advantage, then you can get 10 key easily. Or if you win a fight and you kill a bunch of enemies who are supposedly stronger than you. Like, this is most obvious when you fight against carriers with a lot of fighters and bombers, which are awful, and then you kill those carriers and suddenly it's like, hey, take key. What? That was an easy fight? Nope. So you're still gonna get 10 keys.
They've changed the invade.
Yeah, they did. They did a long time ago, actually. I guess you never invaded because you don't.
Supremacy.
Yeah. Oh, and Balance Maker, I did pick Voters because I felt like playing with the Voters because I used to love them, I still do, and their new look is, I mean, it's so beautiful. I feel like...
I think, aren't you getting a bit confused there saying you're playing Walters?
What can I do for you?
Oh,
did you
Vodyani!
Put your in the fridge?
Yeah, it's the second time he says Volters instead of Vodyani.
I mean, they both have a V.
Yeah, they both start with VO or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds almost the same.
It's everything really just made of words.
They're the Vodyani, huh?
Vodyani, yes, that's it.
I think this is some top-grade heresy right here.
I mean, to be honest,
He is using the heretic skin.
That is a fair point. Also, I did feel like a heretic by
this man right here.
By just using the word Voters, since I hate the Voters, they're so tough to conquer. Like, hey, I want to invade your system. Oh, really? How about you don't? Okay, then I'm gonna go somewhere else.
When you try to invade the Walters, they probably just look at you and tell you, stop right there, heretic scum.
I mean, I've got my own personal strategy against the Voters. Just fire obliterators at them until they go away.
I think that works on everybody.
Yeah, but it's more satisfying on the Voters. You gotta admit.
Sinaj, agreement.
Ooh, agreeing. I like agreement.
Ooh, I see your thing. And
You're
I've got a bunch of
suspicious.
things.
You guys are agreeing to things. That's never a good sign.
Damn, that's an ugly-ass constellation.
Okay, so we see the weird constellation shape. You see what I mean about this long line?
Oh, but you have a good system.
Yeah, I know. I had to
We can be
get a
trusted
pirate thing for it.
as you think we will.
God, you've got a lot more systems than me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I have one system
not
myself.
Wish to speak too
Yeah, and the
often
best
with
part
you.
is I could just buy a bush here.
Don't.
Yeah, I got way too many systems already.
Yeah,
Like, you can have a good system. Like, look at how many I have.
I know. You got the achievement thing, the deed.
Yeah, it's like really, like sometimes in multiplayer I'm doing
That
really well
was
for some
Kuma.
reason. With the reason being RNG.
I was in first for so long on that. Somebody always snipes me on it.
On
Yeah,
what?
well, that's the point. You just snipe it. You let the guy that's just doing it like, oh, hey, I'm in the lead, it's fine. And then you check your return and then you snipe it. That's how you do it, man.
It is.
I did say to check it every turn.
The thing
Yeah,
is,
I even tried switching laws around to get a little boost to try to catch up.
Like I shouldn't be able to build it because I only have the tier 1 unlocked. For some reason the real one had it by default.
Doesn't it unlock globally the way it did in EL when someone reached a new era?
No.
No, it doesn't.
All the deeds only unlock when you actually unlock them yourself. Other people can achieve them before you unlock them. Which is like, I think the hero one in the military tree happens quite a bit where I can unlock it, but I haven't researched it, so someone else does.
So again, Slay, if you like sharing vision or other maps? I see a lot of the galaxy.
I don't.
We see a lot, Sanaj.
Yeah, like 20%. It's only one constellation. Which we...
I mean, that's more than most, I'd assume.
Jesus Christ, you're cramped in there, like...
I had a pirate base at Boucher. It was literally destroyed like 2 turns ago.
Damn.
And then I have to go through forests. But that's level 2 now, so I'm not sure how well I'll do that.
Yeah, but all these minorities have annoying quests they want me to do.
I mean, my quest is still...
If you want a map share, we'll map share, fine.
Alright, you can propose it, because I don't know the influence.
I spent a lot of influence on declaring war.
See, this is why you don't do war and just buy people out.
I tried that tactic last stream, it did not work.
See,
Turns out dust inflation is bullshit, you know?
Just get good. And by get good, I mean have a good start. It's just that easy, seriously.
Like I have, totally.
I thought by just get good you meant go after the sophons.
Oh, that...
No, don't do that.
Blackmail them so they give you their tech, so you don't have to be good at science. Because face it, you're terrible at science.
So basically you're saying we all get into a Cold War and then we tell each other our sophon scientists are better than your sophon scientists?
Oh no, what did I do? No!
Did you forget to splice sophons?
No, I
probably did something wrong.
Speaking of scientists, they actually won the election for me.
No, my people lost their faith! Like, that's why you don't wear the heretic skin!